आपका केस जीतेगा तभी अपनी फीस लेगा। जेम्स पर्किंस 30 साल से पर्सनल इंजरी और एक्सीडेंट क्लेम केसेस जीत रहा है। अपने केस की फ्री असेसमेंट करवाएं, आपकी जुबान में बात करें। अभी कॉल करें 713-781-0660 713-781-0660.
Call 888-496-6444. We're zeroing in on massive savings at Sterling McCall Toyota. Get 0 down, 0% APR for 5 years, and 0 payments until August on the all-new 2019 Camrys, Highlanders, CHRs, Siennas, and Tundras. SterlingMcCallToyota.com.
Aga Khan Foundation is on a mission to end poverty. And this Thursday, Aling's Chinese is supporting the cause. When you dine in or carry out at Aling's Chinese on Thursday, May 23rd, and mention AKF, Aling's will donate 50% of the proceeds to Aga Khan Foundation. Join us at Aling's Chinese, Highway 6 and Alt 90 on Thursday, May 23rd, 5:30 p.m. onwards, and help us make a difference in the fight against poverty. Aling's Chinese and Aga Khan Foundation, we are stronger together.
तुम्हें पता है मैं क्या सोच रही थी?
क्या?
बच्चों को लेके बल्कि सबको लेके उन शहरों में जाया जाए जहाँ हम बड़े हुए थे, या फिर जिनके बारे में किताबों में पढ़ा था। हमारे बच्चों ने तो सिर्फ सुना ही होगा। मतलब पाकिस्तान, इंडिया, दुबई।
ओ बस भाई, हौसला रखो, ज्यादा नहीं हो गया, जेब अपनी है।
साथ साथ अगर उम्र की सआदत हासिल हो जाए और वो भी फ्री वीजे के साथ।
अच्छा, अब ना तुम ख्वाब देख रही हो।
क्यों ना देखो। जब मेरे ख्वाबों को पूरा करने के लिए चेज फॉर ट्रैवल्स जो हो, उनके पास है स्टूडेंट डिस्काउंट, टीचर डिस्काउंट, यूथ डिस्काउंट और हज पैकेजेस। आपके ख्वाबों को हकीकत बनाए। चेज फॉर ट्रैवल्स 281-506-0043 281-506-0043.
Everyone is part of the family during exclusive Furniture's Friends and Family event. And today, we are extending our employee pricing to you. You pay what we pay and not 1 penny more. Plus, you get the tax back. Buy furniture, get the tax back. Buy mattresses, get the tax back. It's our guaranteed lowest prices. Plus, you get the tax back. Joining the family has never been easier. Exclusive Furniture, where low price lives.
See store for details.
Your business rocks. You've got product, service, and great deals. So why aren't your sales higher? Go to the next level with Radio DaBang.
Listen close what I gotta say.
It's not just radio, it's digital, it's social, and it's personal. Partner your business with the leader in South Asian radio. Schedule a free consultation and let the DaBang team create a marketing plan for you.
Hello, 981-0262.
Call 713-974-4001. That's 713-974-4001 to schedule your free marketing consultation. It's time for your business to be DaBang. Radio DaBang, Houston's real Bollywood station. Call 713-974-4001 to schedule your free marketing consultation.
Aisha Salon and Spa, Houston's premier threading salon, now with 24 locations. तो फिर शुरू करें. Woolcrest, Hillcroft 1 and 2, FM 1960, Katy, A-Leaf, Copperfield, Sienna, Telfair, Williams Trace, Aliana, Riverstone, Fullshare, Pearland, Clear Lake, Galleria, Woodlands, Veterans Memorial, Cinco Ranch, and First Colony. Threading, waxing, facials, haircut color and style, bridal and party makeup, henna and skin polish. Experience the difference only at Aisha's. Visit participating locations Sunday through Thursday to get any facial for $35. 45 minutes relaxing and custom-made facial renew your skin for only $35. Pair your facial with 24 karat gold skin polish for unbelievable brightness and clarity for only $15.
Aisha Salon and Spa, the name you can trust.
Ramadan Mubarak from Layal Cafe and Banquet.
This year, starting May 6th, celebrate the holy month of Ramadan at the only 7-star luxury restaurant, Layal Cafe, 6328 Richmond Avenue in Houston.
Enjoy a lavish iftar dinner buffet from world-renowned chefs, including Arabic, Lebanese, Egyptian, Persian, Moroccan, and international cuisines and desserts. Chai, tea, coffee, drinks, all included.
Enjoy signature hookah with most exotic flavors and permanent on-site mosque available so you can pray in peace.
Book now for your private iftar parties with an extravagant feast. Only a few evenings left.
Layal Cafe, open late for suhoor in the month of Ramadan. Online at layalcafe.com. Call 281-995-7882. Layal Cafe, 6328 Richmond Avenue in Houston.
At Maharaja Bhog, mango is not just a fruit, but an obsession.
Maharaja Bhog आइए और आमरस का स्वाद उठाइए.
Treat your temptation before it goes for a year-long vacation.
Maharaja Bhog specializes in authentic, unlimited Thali-style meals.
Experience royalty and richness of your favorite armrest available now at Maharaja Bhog.
Maharaja Bhog, 59 and Gessner in Houston.
Radio DaBang 99.5 FM, Houston's real Bollywood station, and it is time for the monthly Embracing Diversity show with your host, Ms. Thelma Scott. Mrs. Scott, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. What about you, Mr. Nate?
Oh, man, it is a beautiful May Day.
Yes.
It's already starting to feel like summer around here. That humidity, that heat is moving in.
Right.
It feels like Texas again, right?
Yes, it does, and I love it.
All right, Ms. Scott, so what are we going to be talking about on Embracing Diversity today?
Oh, I'm so happy today. I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves, but today we're going to be honoring some moms. So all the moms.
Mother's Day was just a couple of weeks ago, right?
That's right, but it's better late than never, right?
Well,
so I love moms.
Unless you're married and then, you get
yes,
in trouble.
I love moms. Moms are beautiful. They are. So we're also going to be talking about mental health today. And that's very important. It's Mental Health Month.
That's right. That's right. We'll be talking about mental health today as well as suicide prevention, correct?
Yes, suicide prevention. That's very important, too. They kind of connect. So we have some experts around the table going to be talking about it, and it's going to be wonderful.
All right,
so,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Embracing Diversity show. Miss Scott, who's our first guest?
Okay, our first guest. First, I'm going to let my co-host today, and I just want to thank Miss Kenny Hernandez for stepping in for attorney Leona Phyllis today. She's out of town. She's a lawyer, so she has to go, and they call out of town, but she has a hearing out of town. So Kenny, thank you so much for taking out your busy day to come to be with us today. We appreciate you so much. So
it's an
I'm gonna
honor,
give to you.
Scott. It's
Go
an
ahead.
honor. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be with you and share, different topics, very important topics for our community.
Mm-hmm.
And we have very, very important things that we're going to talk about today, special, for moms, like you were saying, and mental illness and suicidal prevention. It's a lot of things that are going on now that we need to be aware of in our communities, teenagers, children, single mothers too that go through that stages too as well. So we're going to be talking a reference about a lot of the different things, and like you mentioned, we do have experts around the table here today. And again, just listen in and hold on to your seats because we're about to get started here in a few minutes. Thank you.
We're already started. Yeah. You're late to the game.
Okay, I'm going to go to Max. Max works for Safe Diversity, and plus he's going to tell you a little bit about what he does, and he's our office manager, so he takes care of everything for Safe Diversity, and I'm so honored to have him here today. Okay.
All right, Max, welcome to the mic.
Welcome, thank you. My name is Max Power. I am a writer. I deal with mental health awareness and suicide prevention awareness. I speak from personal experience. I share my own story with others, and in hopes that they will share their story with either myself or someone else, because the only way that we can start healing is by sharing our own stories and talking about it and not keeping everything inside. So my organization is called lostinside.info. That way, those that feel lost inside, this provides them a light to look forward to go to gravitate to, so that they are not lost because they are not alone.
Simple enough, man. He's got this rehearsed. He was practiced. All right, so moving back around the table, let's start here. Now, you got to put the phone down. We're in the studio. Come on now.
Oh, but this is so exciting.
I know. She's like taking pictures like, hey, everybody on my timeline, stop and look at me. I'm in a radio station.
Actually, I've been taking one picture of myself. It's all of you. And so that's okay. You all have so much wonderful things to share.
Well, welcome to Radio DaBang, Embracing Diversity show. What do you have to share with us today, and what's your name?
Well, thrilled to be here, and thank you, Ms. Scott, for the invitation to come. I can see you're doing some wonderful things, and I'm very happy to be involved in this. My name is Evelyn Traylor, and we have an organization called Advocates of Healthy Minds. So we obviously advocate for people to have healthy minds. Mine also, like the Lost Inside group, is based on personal experience. And we teach classes to students, to adults, to all our first responders and veterans about coping skills for the things they go through: anxiety, depression, PTSD, and suicide prevention.
All right, so I have to ask, and this is totally not a joke because I saw this on Facebook today. Are there really counseling sessions over Game of Thrones right now?
There, I have heard that too.
Are you serious?
I have, yes.
Okay,
I'm shocked
that
and
just-
amazed.
It blew my mind. Since we had an expert in the room, I had to ask. All right, so let's move along to our next guest over here to the right. And please introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Good afternoon. I'm Bobbye Wagner. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. Bobbye Wagner with the Pink Canopy Foundation.
All right.
And what that is, I wrote and produced a documentary film on mental illness. It was my mom's life story. So I do also have a personal story. So what we do, we just go around, show the film. We shatter the myths that are behind mental illness, the stigmas, and encourage people that there is hope during and through their journey.
It is.
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
so
you
we
so
just
much.
had
Yes.
one more guest walk into the studio.
Right.
Would you please introduce yourself, tell us who you are and what you do?
Yes, my name is Keandra. I go by Kiki in music entertainment industry, but I am a multifaceted individual. I enjoy platforming through journalism and content creation, and I'm just really appreciative of being on this show, and thank you so much to community leader and mentor, Miss Thelma Scott.
Well, let me say something. I gotta say this, Nate. Do you know this is the lady that read my story and I was on front page?
Really?
Of the news. She's awesome.
Really?
Give her a
Well,
hand.
look at
She's
that.
awesome. Yes. She's
Very
awesome.
good. Very good. All right.
He's a Style magazine, and now you get to do something. You have to have a really good story to be on the front page. So thank you,
we
Miss
all know you have
Candy.
we all know you have a great story, Miss Scott, but let's talk about some other stories. Right now we want to talk about mothers. We want to bring some honor to these mothers. You know, we didn't do a show right after Mother's Day.
I
This is as
know.
close as we could get.
All right.
So what I want to do is I want to give each of you one question. And we're going to go around the table, starting with Max, and we're just going to go clockwise. And I want you...
Listen at him. Listen at him.
I know. Starting
listen
with
at him.
Max. Come on, Max. Okay. So I want you each to tell me the number one thing, the first thing that comes to your mind, why you love your mother. Go.
Hardworking, and that she, no matter what how poor we were, we never went without. So she always made sure that we were taken care of one way or another.
Sounds fantastic. All right, moving right along.
Okay. Come on, Miss Scott.
Me and my sound effects. One thing why I love my mother.
I know, question of the day, right?
She is the epitome of exposure. Giving me exposure growing up. Me
Listen
and my
to this
sister.
inner writer right here. It's just looking for that perfect word. All right, next.
Okay, for me, the word that comes to mind is a giving heart. My mom is the type of person that would leave her the last food plate that she has to give it to someone in need. She cooks for the whole almost entire neighborhood sometimes, you know, because she's a giver. She loves to give. She loves to cook for other people, and I love her food too, by the way. So I guess food comes to mind. I'm just kidding.
Look, I am right there with you. I promise you. I am right there with you on that one. Okay, Miss Scott.
I love it. I would like to be last. Is that okay? Since we have...
It's your show.
That's why I want to be last. It's my show.
It's
so
your
that's why
show.
I'm
You can do what you want.
That's right. So I would like to be last. Okay, we go ahead and let Miss Cynthia Allen, let her go ahead.
Yeah,
Answer the question, man.
Wait a minute. You can't just... Hold up. Stop the show. You can't just ask a question of someone who has walked into the room without introducing themselves.
You're going to do it. Mr. DJ.
We just had yet another
Mr.
guest
DJ.
walk into the room.
Okay, Mr. DJ.
Ma'am, please introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, my name is, we'll get close to you. Yeah, I'm sorry. My name is Cynthia Allen. I also work with Miss Thelma Scott with her organization, Safe Diversity, and I am also the president of the Rose B. Johnson Colon Cancer Awareness Foundation.
Fantastic. Okay, so now we'll include you on this thing we're doing. We are listing off the very first thing that comes to mind when I ask you, why do you love your mother? What's the very first thing that comes to mind? And you got to talk into the mic.
Go ahead.
The very thing that comes to mind when I think about my mom is because without her, I would not be here. Right. And she loved me unconditional.
That's what I'm looking for. All right, let's move back around the table. Skipping Miss Scott.
Yes.
Yes. Well, actually, since you just walked in the door, my mother passed away with colon cancer when I was 21 years old.
Wow.
And so, but the biggest thing she always taught me is I could do anything I wanted to.
That's
that is
fantastic.
awesome. That has kept me going for many, many years and continually trying to do the next step and do better and help more people.
Beautiful. That kind of drive is what the world needs. All right, next.
First thing that comes to my mom is intestinal fortitude. No matter what she went through, with the electric shocks and the depression, she always made a way. She fought her way to better health, and I took lessons from her life. Just that strength she had.
I have to say the number one thing about my mom is her passion to make the world a better place. She's a teacher in high school teaching American history, and her biggest thing, she taught us kids this as well, that history repeats itself, but only if you let it. And I love that message that she gives out. I love the way she taught me growing up. Okay, Miss Scott, you're the last one in the room.
My time. All right. What I just wanted to say, my mom is no longer here, but I just wanted to say my mom loved me and she loved all her kids unconditionally. My mom was very, very ill at one time because when I was growing up, we had an accident when I was 5 years old. My little brother got killed, my dad and my uncle and my aunt. And my mother had a nervous breakdown for that. But she wanted to make sure that I had a life. And I was like out on the streets, and she made sure that I was taken care of. So my mom signed for me for 16 years old to get married to my husband. And my husband took care of me and saved me from the streets of homeless, my husband and my family. So I love them dearly. So I know that my husband, family, and my mom, they love me unconditionally. And that's why I'm here today. I owe all that to them.
Unconditional love has got to be the number one universal defining factor of a mother. And my wife being a first-time mother, I see that in her with our little boy every day. And I am so grateful to all these mothers, as are we all, right?
Let's give us all a hand.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Embracing Diversity Show on Radio DaBang 99.5 FM, Houston's real Bollywood station, brought to you by James Perkins Law Office. If you're injured in a car accident, you need a professional team on your side. Don't ever try to go it alone. The insurance company wants you to pay nothing, right? Or they want to pay you nothing. They want you to pay everything. Make them pay the James Perkins way. James Perkins Law Office speaks your language, so if you're injured, remember you have rights no matter who you are. I hope you never need it, but please save this number in your phone just in case. 713-781-0660. That's 713-781-0660. And please don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. That's how you end up needing that number in the first place. We'll be right back with the Embracing Diversity Show on Radio DaBang 99.5 FM, Houston's real Bollywood station.
Radio DaBang 99.5 FM. Be DaBang.
Radio DaBang is powered by Discount Power. Go to discountpowertx.com today.
Be DaBang.
आ रहा है बहुत जल्द एक नया शो, एक नया आवाज।
ये कौन बोला? मेरा नाम नहीं पूछेंगे।
कौन है ये?
मेरा नाम है आमना।
और आपसे होगा सामना Monday to Friday 3 to 7 p.m. अरे शो का नाम तो सुनते जाइए, Drive Time Showtime. Don't forget to tune in Monday to Friday 3 to 7 p.m. only on Radio DaBang 99.5, Houston's real Bollywood station.
मैं नहीं जाऊंगी ससुराल। अमेरिका से वापस कैसे आऊंगी?
फिक्र ना कर बेटी, होराइजन ट्रैवल्स है ना, चुटकी बजाते ही वापस आ जाएगी। होराइजन ट्रैवल्स को कॉल कर लेना। लो रेट्स और सारे ट्रैवल्स के लिए सिर्फ होराइजन ट्रैवल्स का नंबर याद कर लो, 713-978-7202। वो सारी तैयारी कर देंगे। फिर से 713-978-7202।
ये क्या कह दिया आपने सासू माँ? अब तो ये बार बार चली जाएगी।
Holiday business or celebration, Horizon takes you to your destination guaranteed. Specialized travels for Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Maldives, Middle East, and Africa. Don't wait. Call today, 713-978-7202. 713-978-7202. That's 713-978-7202.
कोई नई बात नहीं, जमाना जानता है और मानता भी है हम कौन हैं, हम क्या हैं।
बाबा ने मुझे यही सिखाया है, मेहनत, हिम्मत और बहादुरी।
हमने अगली नस्ल को न सिर्फ बताया बल्कि करके भी दिखाया।
सुबह से अपनी टोयोटा पे शहर के हर कोने कोने में बिजनेस ढूंढा।
बरखुरदार टोयोटा गाड़ी बाकमाल है, हमेशा साथ निभाती है। फ्यूल एफिशिएंसी में लासानी, जब एतबार हो, भरोसा हो, इंसान अपनी मंजिल पे बासानी पहुंच जाता है।
लेकिन मजा तो सबको अपने साथ लेकर चलने में है। स्टर्लिंग में कॉल टोयोटा की शाहिद उस्मानी की मिसाल ले लें।
लोग साथ आते गए और कारवां बनता गया। अपनी टोयोटा पे हमेशा भरोसा करें, कॉल करें शाहिद उस्मानी 713-270-3948 713-270-3948।
Manuvar, India's largest ethnic celebration brand, introduces Mohe, latest women's fashions from India, with a wide range of party and bridal collection. Call 281-501-9933 and book your appointment with our bridal consultant for your wedding outfits, mehendi, sangeet, reception and your bridesmaids. Visit Manuvar flagship store at Harwin Trade Center 2, 5912 Hillcroft Avenue, Houston. Call 281-501-9933.
What exactly makes a tasty pizza so tasty?
Tasty!
Dough and sauce made from scratch, in store every day.
Tasty!
Fresh, never frozen halal meats grilled to perfection.
Tasty!
And crisp, top quality vegetables and real cheese prepared with care.
Tasty!
That's what makes Tasty Pizza so tasty. 2 locations, Hillcroft south of 59 or Highway 6 and Bissonnet next to Kroger. For menu and locations, visit tastypizza.com. That's TASTEE.
Tasty!
Tastypizza.com.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, well, living. So give Amir Dodia, your local New York Life agent, a call. Amir can help you build a solid financial future to help you and your family be good at life.
Hello, Radio DaBang listeners. I am Amir Ali Dodia. For your life insurance, estate planning, business and retirement planning needs, call me. My number is 832-877-0177.
You can reach Amir at 832-877-0177 or look for Amir at amirdodia.com.
SNS Eventology by Sumedha presents Iftar Gala Dinner with our special guest, Shamita Shetty. Let's join hands together to reach the goal of feeding the hungry through the Houston Food Bank. A portion of the proceeds goes to the Houston Food Bank. Holy Sacred Evening of Iftar with Milap Na Khwa by versatile Houston artists on 24th of May at Marriott Energy Corridor at 6 p.m. For more details, call Sumedha Chan at 832-774-1961. That's 832-774-1961.
अरे तुमने सुना, आ रहा है वो, वापस आ रहा है वो।
हैं? कौन? क्या? कौन आ रहा है वापस?
ZN Fashion Houston ईद बाजार। ZN Fashion के पास इंडिया, पाकिस्तान और लोकल वेंडर्स के बेहतरीन डिजाइन होते हैं। क्लोथ्स, ज्वेलरी, एक्सेसरीज, ऑल एवरीथिंग इज अमेजिंग। प्लस फ्री एंट्री एंड फ्री पार्किंग। अब तुम ये बहाना बिल्कुल मत करना कि मैं कार कहाँ पार्क करूंगी।
चलो चलो साथ में चलेंगे फिर इस बार। कब है?
अरे बिल्कुल, ये अभी करीब यानी कि संडे May 26 from 11 AM to 8 PM at Marquee Event Center. एड्रेस तो सुन लो यार पूरा, 11040 South West Freeway, यानी कि तुम्हारे घर के बिल्कुल पीछे।
वाह भाई वाह, मैंने तो अपना कैलेंडर मार्क कर लिया। क्या सबने मार्क कर लिया?
For more info or booth reservations, call 630-776-9407. ZN Fashion's Houston Eid Bazaar.
After the grand success of 2 Gyro King locations, the King of Gyros, Gyro King brings you 2 new locations.
Gyro King Food Truck at 6225 Chimney Rock Road and Gyro King Restaurant on 1960 and 290.
100% halal food, straight out of New York City.
Gyro, falafel, salads, fresh juices, best lamb over rice and chicken over rice in Texas.
You want live events? Yes, they got it. Also, catering is available.
See us online at GyroKingTX.com.
That's GyroKingTX.com.
Gyro King, the king of gyros.
Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Radio DaBang 99.5 FM, Houston's real Bollywood station, with the Embracing Diversity show, brought to you by Discount Power, your best choice for home or business electricity. Our friend Malik Jamal supports and powers Radio DaBang. You can hear him occasionally on DaBang Mornings with Shazia and Najm. Discount Power, the name says it all. Go to discountpowertx.com. That's discountpowertx.com. All right, Mrs. Scott, you are on the mic with us here, the Embracing Diversity show. This is your baby, so please tell us, what are we doing next? We're talking about mental health, right?
No, I want to just wrap this up right quick with mothers. I want to ask a question about the mothers, because I'm going to be asking you. You can't get away with that. All right,
here we go.
I'm asking mothers. Now, I'm going to start with Kenny, and then she was playing. She don't have no, what to call it, significant other. She's going to tell me. I need to know, what did your significant other or whatever, what did he get you for Mother's Day?
Actually, it was a late Mother's Day gift. I just got me a very rare white German Shepherd. He's a puppy, my baby. But he gave me a lot of work.
Now, wait a minute. Are we going to be going around the table just grilling the guys here on this? Hold on. I'm going to need to switch the music up for this.
His name is Lobo, by the way. His name is Lobo, which means wolf in English. So, my white wolf.
Get her mic. Yeah, let's share that.
All right, so I guess we're going around asking what you got for Mother's Day.
Okay, yeah. Got you that moment. Okay.
Yes.
Give us a minute of what he got you.
Okay. Well, he knows food is all the way to my heart. So we ended up at BB's Cajun over there on 34th Street, throwing down on some crawfish.
Hold up, I got to switch this music up here.
And a good drink.
A little more
Plus,
suspense.
I was a little shocked too, because I woke up and dishes was washed. That's important. So just little thoughtful things, that's always important. I really hate that I left his name off yesterday when I got that award for 2019 Journalist of the Year with the Black and Natural pageant. I hate that I left that off. But yes, he's been an extremely good support system to me.
Okay. Wait a minute. You can't, Max, come on up here. You can't get away with it. Come on up.
They're out to get us, Max. They're out to get us.
Yeah, we have to. We have to get
I
y'all.
didn't get anything for Mother's Day.
No, I didn't. That ain't what I said. What did you get your wife? Come on.
No, my daughter takes care of that. She's not my mother. So
I know, but it's your wife.
I don't get her anything. That's my daughter's job.
Okay, but you have to
She doesn't
make
get
sure.
me. Nobody gets.
But you got to make sure your daughter had the money to get it.
No, she works. She's a hard worker. She's been working for coming on 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
She's a young adult. She's gonna have adult responsibilities, and she knows that's her job.
Well,
but she took her to the movies.
Well, you got away with that. Okay.
He got lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my husband is not one that like to go out, so he gave me money, but he also gave me a spa day at Massage Envy.
All right.
So that's my
Love that. Okay, now. Okay, Mr. Nakos, listen. He put his on Facebook, so go ahead.
No. I put my son's gifts to his mommy on Facebook.
But it's on Facebook. I love
Yeah, okay.
that. I love it.
So my son and I mean, all the money came from my pocket. I'm just saying. But my son and I got our gifts separately. Now, my son is a year and a half old.
Yes.
So what I did for my wife was what she told me she wanted. She wanted her nails done, hands and feet.
Okay.
So I said, okay,
all right,
let's go do it. While she's getting that done, we went through the store and found some things that I thought she would like. And I gave that, like, I'd find a pink one and a blue one, right, of what I thought she would like. And I let my son pick which one we got for mommy.
Okay.
And so we packed that all up and we put it in a gift bag for her, and that was her double whammy Mother's Day.
Oh, that was wonderful. Wonderful. Okay.
Well, as of yet, I do not have a significant other.
Okay.
But I have a grown daughter. She's out of state. She knows I like designer cologne. So I won't name who I got, but she sent me some money and designer cologne.
All right.
Yeah, it was my
man. That's
All right. All right. We got some good stuff going on. Okay.
Well, I'm a lucky woman. I get roses every week at my house.
All right.
Wow. Let's see if y'all can top that.
Okay, that's nice.
We've gotten it down to it's HEB though. I can't justify that amount every week. But anyway, so then we went to a dinner and a movie.
Oh,
and
right.
enjoyed that.
I
So
love that.
It was a comedy, so that's good.
Very good. All right. That's awesome.
Now, Miss
I love
Scott,
What's that? Come
I
on.
have to ask you.
Yes.
What did you get for Mother's Day?
Well, I just wanted to say that I am so blessed to have all 5 of my kids. My husband is no longer here, but they keep up his tradition. This time that I did not want to go out to eat is because I went to church. I sing the Lakewoods Choir, so I went to church because it was the 60-year anniversary of the church at Lakewood Church. So I went to church in Atherwood. My daughter cooked for me. She grilled steaks on the pit, and we had potatoes, and we had corn, and so we just had a lot of stuff. But
I
being
was
with
going
my
to say,
kids-
you ain't about to tell me as many people as call you Mama Scott, you didn't get nothing for Mother's Day.
Yes, I did too. That's
what I'm saying. All
But
right.
They know I do not like flowers, so my kids give me money. I like money, so every day.
And
every time they give me money.
every cent goes to Safe Diversity Communities,
Yes,
right?
it does. You know, he talking like my kids. Every time somebody give me money, I know it goes to Safe Diversity because that's my heart and my purpose.
All right, so that's what everybody got for Mother's Day. All right, let's move on to this mental health topic.
Yes.
We need to talk about mental health on this show here today.
Yes.
So who's going to lead off with that conversation?
Okay, our guest, she's a mental health expert, so we're going to let you start off with mental health because she has a lot that she want to tell us. And I'm so honored to have you here today because mental health is my passion. Because my family deal with mental health, I deal with mental health, and so it's so important to know about mental health. Now, as we go down the road, we have to be able to talk about it to be able to help someone else. So go ahead.
Absolutely. I'm very strongly and very adamant about we absolutely have to talk to each other. It's, mental health used to be 1 in 5 that were affecting the families. Now it's 1 in 4 with everything going on in our world and so on. And
So all of us here kind of have an idea what mental health is all about. But if you're talking to someone who's never even thought of addressing mental health verbally, how do you start the conversation?
Well, with myself, the personal things that I went through myself with our son had gone through some things, and so because of that, I was actually suicidal at one point in my life.
Okay.
And was hospitalized for 5 weeks at Menegers here in Houston. And so it was a situational kind of thing with him. And because of that, even time if I mention it to any one of you here, or I mention it to because I had depression, severe anxiety, all of that, then each person, I have not met one person that doesn't say, gosh, I had depression. Right. What did you do? Or, I have horrible anxiety. Or my son or my daughter or my grandchild or whatever.
So it seems like something that not a lot of people really like to talk about. It's almost like a taboo conversation.
Yes, it is.
How do we break that ice?
Right.
I think it's getting much better than it used to be. I remember years ago, people wouldn't even talk about breast cancer at all.
Right.
And so now we have men even wearing pink shirts during that time.
Right.
And so I think mental health is getting better, but it's because of advocates like all of us here at this meeting. We just have to get that information out there. Get classes to our kids in schools, get classes to the adults out there. Our first responders, our policemen, firemen, they see horrible things every day. And let alone our veterans coming back from the horrible, horrible, horrible things that they had to give and sacrifice, so on. And so we just really have to get programs and all of us work together. If every single person here did the exact same thing, we still couldn't reach everyone.
Now, there's still a lot of people that they, like you're talking about PTSD, for instance.
Right.
There's a lot of people that go through PTSD, and then someone will try to talk about it, but they don't want to talk to anybody about it.
Right.
How do you address that?
Well, I usually talk about what I have been through already myself.
Right.
And I've gotten away that I've worked with several veterans. Many of them were homeless and suicidal at the time I met them.
Right.
And thank goodness they're all doing much better now.
Good.
And I'm so glad to hear that. We need to have many more of me individually talking with these people, and we do have that in this group that we're able to do that. But it's more of a just chatting with them and what they're saying and saying, you really have PTSD. And I think one thing people need to talk about, and then once they say, you're not the only one out there. I think majority of the people think I'm the only one that has depression. I'm the only one that has PTSD. I'm the only one that's feeling this way.
Right.
They are not alone.
Let me say something. I just wanted to say that you have to know, because a lot of people like me, I deal with mental health, I deal with bipolar depression, and I have since I was 5 years old. But you have to know people want to take your story and turn it against you, not understanding, but you have to be able to tell your story. Because I tell my story to the kids at school that they're dealing with what they're doing, they're suffering in silence. I suffered in silence for many, many years, and my husband was able, just before he died at 10 years, he was able to tell my story because he didn't want anybody to put me in a box and treat me differently, right, with the mental health. Because when I first came to Houston back 25 years ago, I came and I went to Lakewood Church, but I was just getting out of the mental hospital. So I stayed there for like 4 years. So you look at me now, it's because this is what God can do. It's that now my life is helping other people. And this is my purpose, because mental health is for real, people. It's for real, and you can't hide it. You have to talk about it. And my kids are able to talk about it right now. That's why I thank my husband and his family, because they was there to help me and walk me through this during that time I was dealing with mental health.
So what you're saying, Miss Scott, is don't be afraid to talk about it.
No, don't be afraid to talk about it. Right.
The more you talk about it, the more easier it is to talk about it. And it still astonishes me. We can talk about high blood pressure and diabetes, all these chronic illnesses, like it's, I won't say a badge of honor, but it's so easy to talk about it. But when it comes to mental health, mental illness, and depression, it's 2019, and it's getting better, but it's still difficult to keep this conversation alive. And that's why I'm telling my mom's story, just to make it building a platform. Right. Because once they see the screening, they can attest to it. Oh, I know somebody. Oh, that is with me. And it's like a commonality, and they're more apt to talk about it and be free.
On that note, very quickly also, all the different people I have spoken to individually, when they see how well you're doing now, you say, I know what you were feeling. I was there. But look now. I think when they see that also, there's hope for me. It's all about hope.
I think it's a good lesson that healing is contagious. But the biggest thing is we have to raise this awareness. We have to talk about the issues that nobody else wants to talk about. We have to address the things that are still unaddressed and make sure that we are there to support those that we love. We will be right back on Embracing Diversity, brought to you by Exclusive Furniture. They stand behind their quality products, Houston raised, and they love H-Town. In business for over 20 years, and guess what? They believe that everyone should have great furniture and a comfortable mattress at a great price. They are going to beat anyone's price by 10%. Look, they've already got great deals. You know it. You hear about it all the time. But they are guaranteeing that they will beat anyone's price by 10%, or they'll give you $100 cash. They have a bunch of locations in Houston, and they're always growing. To find a location near you, go to exclusivefurniture.com. My man Sam, this one's for you. It's Exclusive Furniture, where low prices live. We'll be right back on Radio DaBang 99.5 FM, Houston's real Bollywood station, with the Embracing Diversity Show.
Radio DaBang 99.5 FM. Be DaBang.
Radio DaBang is powered by Discount Power. Go to discountpowertx.com today.
Be DaBang.
Since 1986, people from all over Houston have trusted Freedom Automotive and Collision in Stafford with their auto repairs. Just listen to this real customer.
પાછલા અઠવાડિયે છે ને મારો એક્સિડન્ટ થયો હતો 59 પર અને પછી એક જ ચોઈસ હતી ફ્રીડમ ઓટોમોટિવ સ્ટેફર્ડમાં. આપણને બહુ ઓટોમોટિવમાં ખબર ના પડે, પણ ફ્રીડમ વાળાએ બધું સમજાવ્યું, ઇન્સ્યોરન્સ વાળા સાથે ડીલ કર્યું, અને મારે એક કશું પણ ડિડક્ટેબલ આપવું નહીં પડ્યું. માય કાર વોઝ એકદમ બેક ટુ સોલિડ ન્યૂ. થેન્ક યુ ફ્રીડમ ઓટોમોટિવ.
Trust Freedom Automotive and Collision with your car today. Freedom Auto will deal with the insurance company so you don't have to, and they'll even assist with car rental. No copay, no deductible. In a wreck, tell the tow truck you want Freedom Automotive in Stafford. Call Jiju 281-709-5433. 281-709-5433. Online at freedomauto.com.
जिंदगी में हादसा एक बार होता है, पर हमेशा याद रहता है। एक्सीडेंट हो जाए तो कौन आपके बिल्स पे करेगा? आपको जरूरत है एक ऐसे अटॉर्नी की जो आपके साथ खड़ा रहे। जेम्स पर्किंस आपके हक के लिए इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से लड़ेगा। जेम्स पर्किंस आपके हक का पैसा आपको दिलवाएगा। जेम्स पर्किंस आपका केस जीतेगा तभी अपनी फीस लेगा। जेम्स पर्किंस 30 साल से पर्सनल इंजरी और एक्सीडेंट क्लेम केसेस जीत रहा है। अपने केस की फ्री असेसमेंट करवाएं। आपकी जबान में बात करें। अभी कॉल करें 713-781-0660 713-781-0660.
Everyone is part of the family during exclusive Furniture's Friends and Family event. And today, we are extending our employee pricing to you. You pay what we pay and not 1 penny more. Plus, you get the tax back. Buy furniture, get the tax back. Buy mattresses, get the tax back. It's our guaranteed lowest prices. Plus, you get the tax back. Joining the family has never been easier. Exclusive Furniture for low price live!
See store for details. Aga Khan Foundation is on a mission to end poverty. And this Thursday, Aling's Chinese is supporting the cause. When you dine in or carry out at Aling's Chinese on Thursday, May 23rd, and mention AKF, Aling's will donate 50% of the proceeds to Aga Khan Foundation. Join us at Aling's Chinese, Highway 6 and Alt 90 on Thursday, May 23rd, 5:30 p.m. onwards, and help us make a difference in the fight against poverty. Aling's Chinese and Aga Khan Foundation, we are stronger together.
तुम्हें पता है मैं क्या सोच रही थी?
क्या?
बच्चों को लेके बल्कि सबको लेके उन शहरों में जाया जाए जहाँ हम बड़े हुए थे या फिर जिनके बारे में किताबों में पढ़ा था। हमारे बच्चों ने तो सिर्फ सुना ही होगा। मतलब पाकिस्तान, इंडिया, दुबई।
ओ बस भाई, हौसला रखो, ज्यादा नहीं हो गया, जेब अपनी है।
साथ साथ अगर उम्र की सादत हासिल हो जाए और वो भी फ्री वीजे के साथ।
अच्छा, अब ना तुम ख्वाब देख रही हो।
क्यों ना देखूं? जब मेरे ख्वाबों को पूरा करने के लिए चेजफुल ट्रैवल्स जो हो, उनके पास है स्टूडेंट डिस्काउंट, टीचर डिस्काउंट, यूथ डिस्काउंट और हज पैकेजेस। आपके ख्वाबों को हकीकत बनाए। चेजफुल ट्रैवल्स 281-506-0043 281-506-0043.
Ramadan Mubarak from Layal Cafe and Banquet.
This year, starting May 6th, celebrate the holy month of Ramadan at the only 7-star luxury restaurant, Layal Cafe, 6328 Richmond Avenue in Houston.
Enjoy a lavish iftar dinner buffet from world-renowned chefs, including Arabic, Lebanese, Egyptian, Persian, Moroccan, and international cuisines and desserts. Chai, tea, coffee, drinks, all included.
Enjoy signature hookah with most exotic flavors and permanent on-site mosque available so you can pray in peace.
Book now for your private iftar parties with an extravagant feast. Only a few evenings left.
Layal Cafe, open late for suhoor in the month of Ramadan. Online at layalcafe.com. Call 281-995-7882. Layal Cafe, 6328 Richmond Avenue in Houston. Hurry! Make your reservation now for Tempura Halal Indo-Pak Grill's Ramadan Iftar Buffet. 4 convenient locations: Cypress, Antoine, Clear Lake, and Hillcroft. Bring the traditions and passion of Tempura's world-class chefs to your iftar. Ramadan Iftar Buffet every day from May 6th to June 4th. Dates vary on moon sighting. For directions and phone numbers for each location, visit tempurahalal.com. Hurry! Make your reservation now before it's too late. Visit tempurahalal.com.
Aisha Salon and Spa, Houston's premier threading salon, now with 24 locations. तो फिर शुरू करें. Woolcrest, Hillcroft 1 and 2, FM 1960, Katy, A-Leaf, Copperfield, Sienna, Telfair, Williams Trace, Aliana, Riverstone, Fullshare, Pearland, Clear Lake, Galleria, Woodlands, Veterans Memorial, Cinco Ranch, and First Colony. Threading, waxing, facials, haircut color and style, bridal and party makeup, henna and skin polish. Experience the difference only at Aisha's. Visit participating locations Sunday through Thursday to get any facial for $35. 45 minutes relaxing and custom-made facial renew your skin for only $35. Pair your facial with 24-karat gold skin polish for unbelievable brightness and clarity for only $15.
Aisha Salon and Spa, the name you can trust.
Hey Houston, this is Keith here from Papa John's with two of my very good friends in the Papa John's world. I'm here with Naveed and Samir.
Hi, this is Naveed from Papa John's.
And this is Samir from Papa John's, and हम हैं owners of Papa John's Houston.
और हम आपके लिए लाए हैं एक बेहतरीन स्पेशल. Get a large 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 only.
Use promo code DaBang.
Carry out only $7.99. एक pizza with 3 topping, आपकी choice $7.99 only.
Promo code use कीजिए DaBang.
Better ingredients,
better pizza.
Papa John's Houston.
Were you injured on the job, car wreck, medical malpractice, and now you're suffering from pain? Stop living in pain and call Premium Pain Management today. Premium Pain Management helps in arranging chiropractic treatment, managing medication, and Premium Pain Management can do more than just treat your pain. If you were injured, they can even help you find a personal injury attorney. Stop living in pain and call Premium Pain Management 713-571-8141. 713-571-8141. That number again, 713-571-8141. Radio DaBang 99.5 FM, Houston's real Bollywood station, with the Embracing Diversity show brought to you by S.A.F.E Diversity Communities, and Radio DaBang brought to you by Sterling McCall Toyota. If your car is old, broken, falling apart, or just not in style, it's time to visit Sterling McCall Toyota. Go talk to our friend Shahid Usmani and tell him to give you the DaBang treatment for the very best service. Shahid Usmani has been a proud member of the Radio DaBang family for a long time, and he's going to make sure that our listeners get the very best deals and treatment. And I think he's even got a few Houston Rockets t-shirts left for people who say that they listen to Radio DaBang. All you have to do is go visit him at Sterling McCall Toyota on 59 in Bissonnette, or call Shahid Usmani himself at 713-270-3948. That's 713-270-3948. Come get it all at Sterling McCall. All right, Miss Scott, we are back on the Embracing Diversity show, and we have one more topic that we need to cover today. What is that?
Okay, I'm going to give it over to my co-host, Miss Kenny, that's going to be talking about suicide. Go ahead.
Most definitely. We are, the third topic is about suicide prevention. And again, we do have everyone is going to share today on that. Something that Max said earlier when we first began the show is about sharing your story. I do have a story myself as well. I am a 4-time suicidal survivor. 4 times I tried to, and then also was in depression for a while. And I could definitely tell you that the help is out there, but the more you speak about it, the more you share with others, and the more you do really care for people in your communities, more healing will become about. But we have to open up our mouths and share our stories. We cannot hold in something that was so traumatic for your life, and that brought change for your life and brought healing. We have to bring healing to others as well. And it is a blessing to have each and every one of you guys here with us, sharing with S.A.F.E Diversity Communities the importance of this very critical topic, and very important topic that we need to share with each other and for the communities to listen into. So I'm going to now, Ms. Cynthia, if you want to share something. And Ruffs, I know you were saying something when we went on before on commercial.
I was just speaking on, well, let me say this.
Yes.
Miss Scott is very inspirational. Now that I know your story, that's very inspirational, because a lot of times you don't look like what you've been through. Just to look at you and Miss Scott, you're always bubbly, you're always smiling. You never know what's behind that smile. So if you suspect somebody that's suffering from depression or just going through anything, just embrace them, talk to them, because you never know what a person is actually going through. And we have to talk about it.
We should do. Right now, I would like for Max to tell a little bit about his story, and then I want Kendra to say something about the mental health that we're going to be doing. But Max, share a little bit about your story, because you and Kenny's story something similar, because we all have something to talk about. Yes, and he has such a beautiful story, and I'm so honored that we met. I was speaking at Lone Star College, which is my motto. I was there talking on suicide. I was the guest speaker that day, and I met Max, and we've been inseparable ever since. So I'm honored to have him a part of the organization, and we deal with some of the same symptoms, and we want just to help the people in the community understand that you have to talk about it. Okay.
Yes. And there's more than one way to share your story. I've been blessed with the gift of gab. I can write. I can express my feelings. Some people who read my stuff say, you're going really dark. Right. Well, I'm going dark so that other people can see the light. Because they're down there in the darkness with me. And they don't know how to get this darkness out, which will propel them towards the light. My daughter, she also has mental afflictions. She is tremendously blessed as an artist. She can draw like you would not believe.
Yes, she can.
And her the way she expresses herself, I express mine through the written word. She expresses it through art.
Right.
To the point where one of her favorite bands has started following her artwork because the band promotes mental health awareness as well. And she taught me something that I never even considered. We consider people who are sober as somebody who has a drinking problem. She used to have a different kind of problem. And it never even clicked to me that cutting or her self-mutilation, and many people do this. That's their drug. And she's been clean and sober for 2 years, and it's through her artwork. And when she posted this and shared it with the world, it made me cry. I was very proud of her. But whatever it is that she does to stay sober, that's all I care about.
That's right.
There's a lot of deep topics that really touches the heart of a lot of people. And I just want to give kudos to you all because it really takes a lot to come out and share these stories.
Yes.
You know, we talked about you have to not be afraid to tell your own story, but it really does take a lot. You know, all of us do have a story. I consider mine to be very personal and private, and it takes a lot to come out and share it. And I know it's the same for each one of you. So, do we have anybody else who's coming up on this one?
Did you want to share something, sweetheart?
Oh, yes, absolutely. As an artist myself, I always tell individuals, I was telling a group of individuals yesterday about how music pretty much pulled me to and through to my purpose. And I didn't know that all of this time that writing was my passion. I knew I always had something inside of me as a little girl, and I always give the story of me being in 9th grade, and a teacher saw that I was very passionate in poetry, songwriting. I played the piano and the flute. I was in band. But I tested and I failed AP, and it actually did something to me. But years later, I ended up with a 15-page MLA paper on college level. Out of 600 students, I was 1 out of 6. So that's an accomplishment to me, and I always get moved to tears because academically I wasn't in the top 10%. But to say that I did that and kept going, that was amazing. Then go to college, be president of American Marketing Association, get interns. You mentioned Houston Style, they were my first. Now I have 10 other publications I contribute to, plus content writing. So when somebody tells you that you can't do it, you know, you have to continuously go, and you have to believe within, because especially as entrepreneurs, you know, entrepreneurs are someone who's creative, trying to get it out of you, and conceive and give birth to whatever it is. You have to believe it within, and I battle that constantly. I'm a mommy, what you call it, a wham, a woman that works at home. So I got a child behind my neck, and I'm trying to write. You know, trying to fulfill purpose and platform nonprofits. But I just want to mention that this Thursday, I go by Kiki the Rhapsoulist, aka Kiki the Rhapsoulist, on Facebook and Instagram, and partnered with my lovely client here, the Pink Canopy founder, Bobbye Wagner. We're going to have an amazing, impactful event on Thursday, the Mental Health Mixer in Spring, Texas, at Go Cajun Subs, from 5:30 to 8:30, and it's definitely a free event. We want you to come. We don't want you to worry about tickets, because at the end of the day, if you're supporting that business, you're supporting the Pink Canopy, because partial proceeds go to the organization. Oh, it's BYOB too, did I mention it?
All right.
You know, she was talking about people saying you can't do this, you can't do that, and kind of putting you down. There's an old saying: if you want to do something that you think nobody can do, tell a Texan it can't be done.
Ooh, yes.
Tell a Texan. I love that. I love that.
But you live here, so you're a Texan.
Okay, so
Okay, Miss Condra, Miss Scott will definitely be there. I don't know about Max, but we'll definitely be there for support. And I just love you for all that you do for my organization, and especially writing my story, because I didn't even see that everybody was saying I was way up in Atlanta, and they said, Miss Scott, you made first page. I said, I said, I did. I said, well, what? They said, you have a story. They said that Miss Scott, that Kendra Scott says she's amazing. Said she written that story, Miss Scott. So thank you, darling.
Oh, anytime. That's
She's
what
amazing.
I
She's
love
a
to do
writer.
the platform. Everybody.
I'm gonna have her writing on my book
Putting on
too.
for Houston, up and above.
All right.
Thank
Hey, Max, they totally forgetting about us. We got people hitting us up on Facebook saying, God bless you ladies and love what you do and all of that. They totally forgetting about me and Max. But hey, I do want to point out, Miss Scott, that attorney Leona Phyllis is watching the Facebook live stream. She said, sorry she can't be there. Miss you all.
Well, I say hello to my co-host. Hello, it's Leona. We missed you today. I just want to let her know that. But I want to say this about Max and Nate. We are not leaving you guys out, because you know Miss Scott and Safe Diversity, I cannot even make without you guys. You guys are number one. So I'm going to give y'all a hand, because y'all number one. And especially Attorney Leona, because I know she said she watching. You know we can't make this work without you guys, so we're just honored to have you guys. One is my office manager, one is going to become not a advisory board member anymore. He's going to become a board member. So let's give him a hand. All right. And one thing I just want to say, Miss Cynthia, he's the number one DJ in Houston. All right. Are y'all listening out there, DJs?
Miss Scott, I think your definition of Houston and mine are quite different.
Yes, he makes my show every month. He makes my show, so I love it.
Y'all are great, but you know what? You bring some great things to the air too, Miss Scott. You really organize a great team of guests.
Yes.
All these folks coming in talking about the hard topics, talking about things that people don't like to talk about. These are things that we have to address for the sake of the people that we love and care about, for the sake of people we don't even know.
Right.
We have to do these things. We have to know how to raise this conversation. And I know that somebody in this room has it memorized. Somebody give me the number of the suicide prevention hotline. Oh, man, I put y'all on the spot. I cannot believe that.
But I can say that we are working on there's
it's on our website.
But we are working on an advocacy that I'm working on to a bill that we're trying to get the 3 numbers, but it hadn't been approved yet. So that's what I'm desperately working on, because
I really feel bad because not just put you guys all on the spot, and I really had faith in you. I really had faith in you.
I just wanted to say that I don't call the hotline number because they was doing an interview, and I was on the hotline for 31 minutes and nobody answered. So you really need to have a mentor, and I just want to say my mentor is Miss Cheryl Duncan. When I'm so down, so low, I call her up, because I just want to say, and it's just life. It's just it's true. You can't always get the hotline, so I don't give out the hotline.
Miss Scott, you are absolutely right. You cannot always, but
always get the hotline.
I still want to make sure that everybody listening to this show has that number in their back pocket, in their phone, just in case. You're right. You can't always get it, and it's not always the best solution, but it's something that it's another tool in your toolbox, and I want to make sure you have it. Everybody write this down. It's 1-800-273-8255, available 24 hours every day. That's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. 1-800-273-8255. There's also an online chat available. If you need to talk to somebody, find somebody that you trust to talk to. If you can't get a hold of anybody that you know, go for that number.
And
but
you
I
can
just want to
text
say,
also now.
but let me say really why, because I'm really into this and I'm working with the bill on it. The reason why there's not always somebody answering you, you have to know they don't have enough funds to have people at the phone constantly. So that's the reason why. So I'm a person that always have a backup, and that's to have a mentor. But they don't have enough funds. So we're fighting right now for Congress for them to allow more funds to American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
You are absolutely right. Ladies and gentlemen, there are a ton of resources.
Call your senator and call your congressman. Call
That's
them
right.
now.
Call them.
This
Write them.
month is mental health month. You call them. I call them every day, baby. I blow their phones up. every day. 'Cause
Call
because
them,
they need
write
more
them.
funding.
You can make a change in these ways in your local community, and make sure that you take the time to listen to someone who may be in need. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Embracing Diversity Show on Radio DaBang 99.5 FM, Houston's real Bollywood station. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back in the month of June when we're going to talk to some of the scholarship recipients from Safe Diversity Community's Blue Carpet Awards Gala. So be on the lookout for the promotion on that. Keep an eye on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio DaBang. Thank you once again for listening. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
Surgically enhanced to sound louder, better, bigger, because size really does matter. And everything's bigger in Texas.
99.5 FM K258BZ Sugarland and 99.5 FM K258DA Houston. Radio DaBang is powered by Discount Power. Go to discountpowertx.com today.
आ रहा है बहुत जल्द एक नया शो, एक नई आवाज।
ये कौन बोला? मेरा नाम नहीं पूछेंगे।
कौन है ये?
मेरा नाम है आमना
और आपसे होगा सामना मंडे टू